Good morning, America. Live from the Thomas Knight Park here in South Portland, Maine. This is Frank Margel. Today is October 7th, Wild Wednesday, 2015. It's about 8:38 a.m. in the morning. And what a gorgeous Maine fall day we're having here in northern New England, coastal southern Maine. Here at the Thomas Knight Park, you can view the Fore River and the Portland Harbor and get a spectacular view of the big city of Portland, Maine, and the harbor, or the harbor. Whether you call it the harbor or the harbor, what a great view you're going to have today. Once again, this is Frank Margel. This is a freelance video. I'm out here in the public domain, not affiliated with any of these businesses or enterprises that you may see in the video. This is a WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. I'm a freelancer. Go ahead and send me a comment at frankmargel@youtube.com. I post on Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus as well. I call it the Big Four. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for all the shares. And if I strike a chord with you today, go ahead, send me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Well, let's get back to this beautiful Maine day. It's about 60 degrees in the sun, and we got a little bit of haze. Not much to be concerned about. It's cool. There's hardly a cloud in the sky. The air is very breathable. And it is a great day to be out and about with you here, once again, in coastal southern Maine. South Portland, Maine, at the Thomas Knight Park. Well, there's the big city of Portland, Maine. And I found the commute here to the Thomas Knight Park coming from the Westbrook area was pleasant. I came down part of Brighton Avenue, and then as I had mentioned yesterday, because Brighton Avenue is so backed up, I actually turned off at Rosemont Corner and took Woodford Street and found it a much smoother ride. It was easier going, and I would like to mention that at one of my favorite coffee stops, this woman nearly ran me over. I won't give license plate numbers, and it could have been a man, because that happens too. But texting and driving through the parking lot, nearly banged into some parked cars, and just could not put that device down. Texting and driving. So we're always on the lookout for this, and she eventually looked up, almost at a near-death collision with a pedestrian and some cars, and I suppose we could call that a miracle, but we could also call that stupidity. So there's a lot of stupidity going on in coastal southern Maine. In the whole state, for that matter. So I'm going to get into a little freelance commentary today, and I tend to do that from time to time. So if you are one who would just rather look at the view while I get into some political commentary, go right ahead, turn the volume off. Thank you very much once again. So what is so stupid about life in Maine? Well, for the most part, most folks are taking care of business and doing their thing. And there's so many good people here in Maine that I've met. And as you can see, we have tour ships over there. And folks come from all over the world to visit Maine. What's stupid is that a lot of folks that are coming here are probably not sticking around. Not because they're stupid, but the economy and the legislator and a lot of the folks in this particular town of Portland, Maine, and There might be some stupid people in the town of South Portland, Maine, too. I don't cover South Portland as much as I do Portland. But I have heard time and time again, and I heard this on local talk radio and media today, that the governor and the legislator and legislative leaders, Democrats, Republicans, and the governor are all at it again. That's right. Getting nothing done and arguing and passing words, name calling, and getting nothing done. There is no leadership. And if there is any leadership in Maine, the rumor mill seems to be producing a lot of stupid leadership. So there might be some leadership here in the big city of Portland, Maine, and all the dynamic players, you know, whether you're a Democrat, a liberal, a progressive, or a Republican, you're all looking mighty stupid, and it's getting worse. So what's the remedy? The remedy is to deregulate, cut back on taxes and spending in this state, and open up for business. That's what the governor was elected to do. So the Democrats, the progressives, the liberals, the independents, and the governor are not conducting business. They're conducting stupid leadership. And stupid leadership does not open business in Maine. So it's rampant. Portland, Maine is the largest city in Maine, and it has the largest liberal force. And at the drop of a dime, there's always a new referendum, a new way to control business. But no one in leadership right now is planning to deregulate, cut back on tax and spend policies, and open Maine up for business. So that's why the cruise ships come and everybody on board gets right back on and leaves. They only need to listen to the media in this state for an hour or so or less and go, it's a beautiful area to come to visit with. You know, oh, I love it up here, but I'm not opening a business here. No way. So that's what's going on. And that's my opinion, and you may have a different opinion. I know some believe that Maine is thriving, that business is better than ever, and that is the business of politicking and government, growing government. That's not business. Taxing and spending and providing more government services is not a business. Government isn't a business, but try to get them to agree with you. Business is when a citizen or a resident comes in, puts their assets on the table if they have any, or puts their ideas on the table and takes a risk. And up here the risk is simple. You are looking at tax and spend and regulations that change from one month to the next. You are not going to find someone accepting your plan in government and shaking your hand and going, we have an active legislator and governor that agree with you. We want to open up for business. We're getting just the opposite. It's going to get worse. The reason why it's going to get worse is big government fails. Big government should not be in the business of enterprising and opening more businesses. This should be you or me or anybody that wants to succeed in the big city of Portland, Maine, South Portland, Maine, Westbrook, Gorham, or anywhere in the state. We're not getting that message. So I want to give it to you today. If you're up here and you're a voter and you really are concerned about business and success and growth in the state of Maine, then you're going to need to vote. You're just going to need to advertise your views and your opinions and make yourself be known, because what we're hearing and what we're seeing is just the opposite. It should be real easy to stand out in a crowd. That's my opinion. Go ahead and send me a comment. What a gorgeous wild Wednesday here in the big city of South Portland, looking at Portland, Maine. Once again, October 7th, 2015 at the Thomas Knight Park. We'll take a quick look around here. The sun is peeking through. This is a gorgeous place to come and get away for a few minutes. That's what I'm doing. If you didn't care for my political commentary or my statements, that's okay. But if you wanted to, go ahead. Make yourself be known. Send me a noteworthy statement or comment. I'd love to hear from you. You are the answer. Obviously, the governor and the legislator and all those political talking heads are not working for us, or you, or me. So maybe you have an idea. What is it? Go ahead and voice it. You can voice it right on my YouTube page. It's Frank Margel at YouTube. I post on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. How does a citizen approach the climate up here and start a business? I'd like to know. What's your idea? Take care. Have a great Maine day. This is Frank, once again from the Thomas Knight Park on a wild Wednesday. What a gorgeous Maine day to be out and about. I'm going to head over to Hinkley Pond, show you some of the leaf peeping if there's any going on over there. And I'll post these up on YouTube today. And I look forward to your comments and your shares. Thanks again and have a great Maine day. This is Frank out.